By now, I think most of us know what an Echo device is, right? I'm Erin from TechGadgetsCanada.com, and these smart speakers or smart screens have built-in smarts from a digital assistant to play music, answer questions, and do conversions, create schedules or appointments, plus offer news, weather, traffic, and even jokes or TV shows on the screen. So these devices are basically digital butlers that can do it all. So what's new in Amazon's Echo Show 15 that we didn't have before in other Echo devices? I recently got my hands on one here to find out.
In this review, I'll tell you what makes this version special, what it can do, and about the special features, and if I can recommend it for you.
An early heads up, if you end up liking this video and finding it helpful, to please hit that like button and consider becoming a subscriber. Both those things help me keep making more videos that I hope everyone out there gets to watch, enjoy, and learn from.
Getting things set up is easy. Unpack it and decide if you're going to wall mount it using the included bracket, and instructions, screws, and anchors are all inside. My review period was just a couple weeks, so I opted mainly to lean it on the counter in my kitchen. Not ideal or safe, and I don't recommend that. I later ordered some stands to try those out too, and we'll get to that. You'll plug it in and you'll connect it to your home's Wi-Fi and log into your Amazon account. I was ready to go with my Echo Show 15 very quickly.
Okay, what is new in the Echo Show 15? You could say this version is now family-sized.
Beyond the basics, which I touched on, the Echo Show 15 is designed to be a family hub. Made much larger than the previous versions, the Echo Show 15 is a big, framed, flat screen that now looks a lot like a TV. That leads me to my next key feature. This screen is made better for video viewing, whether that's a Zoom call or video chat or watching Amazon Prime TV. Amazon wants you using and engaging with your Echo Show 15 pretty much all the time. Now, while you could watch videos on show devices previously, this big high-resolution screen, which is 1920 by 1080 resolution, is designed for viewing. I can say I'm not generally using mine for TV watching, but the larger screen does make it easier and more enjoyable.
Rick, you sure you want to,
Another new feature, now there's what's called widgets, and widgets are simply little information boxes laid out on a grid here on the screen.
Widgets give you even more options for customization and personalization of your screen. You can choose how many widgets to display on the screen, and they show up at all times, and in what order they should be configured. Choose from weather information, notes, calendars, to-dos, lists, and more. While the list of widgets is fairly small, it should grow quickly enough. I added my grocery list, some sticky notes, weather at home, and for my favorite getaway city of Palm Springs, plus my Amazon delivery notifications and smart home shortcuts.
I do really like this feature. Older versions of the Echo Shows let you adjust the photo style or the screensaver, if you want to call it that, and you could get rid of some notifications that you didn't want, but you really couldn't make any adjustments to this extent. I think the widgets actually work really well and they're quite useful. So what else is new? You can now use your Echo Show 15 either vertically or horizontally.
Unlike pretty much every other Echo Show device, you can actually choose how you want to place the Echo Show 15. Hang it on a wall with the included wall mount, or use one of the add-on extra cost stands. There's either a simple tilt stand or a tilt and swivel option, and both of these Sanus stands let you orient your screen either vertically or horizontally. Naturally, if you'll be watching a lot of video, vertical isn't the ideal configuration, but it does let you fit this into smaller spaces.
Visual ID is a newish feature on the Echo Show 15
that's also becoming backwards compatible for the swivel base Echo Show 10.
Visual ID uses the built-in camera to recognize who's in front of the device so it can feature customized content for that person, whether they're adults or kids. Getting Visual ID set up is actually pretty easy. I had my own face scanned in minutes, and Alexa was able to recognize me and personalize my responses. Trying to get my husband set up, though, took a few attempts. He never seemed to be able to complete the setup or scanning process, so we left it for a few days and then tried again, and finally we were successful.
Send Erin a note.
Visual ID also lets you do things like send notes to specific family members directly, or to leave sticky notes as reminders too.
I saved you sticky.
Amazon has chosen, perhaps oddly, to make the camera in the Echo Show 15 a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, where on the Echo Show 10 by comparison, it's 13 megapixels. Will you notice a difference? It's hard to say. The camera in this model, by the way, also lacks the ability to track you around the room, which is probably not a shock since this device isn't on a swiveling base. Now, in my opinion, the camera in this device is meant more to facilitate visual ID and the family hub operations, and it's kind of less for video chats.
The video quality is just okay. It would actually be fine for video calls and for using the camera as a home security monitor, but it does lack sharpness, depth, and brightness.
Jazz Station from Apple Music.
In another design oddity, Amazon has opted for a smaller speaker in the Echo Show 15.
Let's hope that that's the case.
Now let's take a step back here for a second for some perspective. Putting a speaker in a flat screen and expecting it to sound rich, resonant, and booming is just a wrong-headed idea. Based on real estate alone, there's just no physical way to put a high-fidelity speaker into a 1.5-inch deep device. So we shouldn't be expecting much from the audio quality, which is good because we're not getting it.
The speaker sounds kind of tinny, hollow, and a bit flat, particularly as compared to something like the Echo Show 10. Now, the speaker is fine and basic for listening to A Lady, but music and even a lot of the video isn't particularly a joy to listen to on this device. So if your primary objective is going to be music listening on your show, opt instead for the Echo Show 10. Now I'll throw one more thing in here. The speaker works just fine for what it is, and a lot of you out there probably won't mind it. If you're deep into sound quality, you'll probably find the speaker lacking, so just know which of those types you are and choose wisely.
Overall, there are definitely some pros and cons to the Amazon Echo Show 15. It's got all the functionality of A Lady, meaning it's ultra versatile. I love the newer, larger size. You can see a lot more information, and it's really easy to interact with the device using either your voice or the touch screen. I think the design itself is a lot less techy and a lot more homey. I also like the option of wall mounting it, though the cord will show, or using the optional stand, but I really think it should come with a stand. And it's cool that you can turn it either horizontally or vertically. So what are the downsides? The speaker is not great, and the front-facing camera is also inferior to the previous generation. You do need to find a way to mount it or buy one of the extra stands, otherwise you're just going to have to lean it somewhere, which is neither safe nor ideal. Even so, I am a fan of Echo devices because I think they're smart, useful, and work extremely well and very reliably. So I am happy to recommend the Echo Show 15 to you if it fits in with your own personal smart home needs. The all-new Echo Show 15 sells for about $249 US or $329 Canadian, and you can get it, not surprisingly, from Amazon. If you want to read this review or reference any of what I've talked about here, you can head over to techgadgetscanada.com for a full write-up. There you can ask me any questions you have. You can also post them here in comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Erin. Until the next time, you can find me on either Twitter or Instagram. I'm at ErinLYYC. You can also catch me on Facebook at facebook.com/techgadgetscanada.